Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight's review is going to be of the new musical coming out to you this Tuesday, known as Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. Now, what you might be able to hear right now is the voice of Johnny Depp, who will be playing the role of Benjamin Barker, better known as Mr. Sweeney Todd. This film takes place in London, England. It's a very interesting film. It's very Burton, very Johnny Depp. I have to say, first off, I need to make this perfectly clear. I do love musicals. Grease, Phantom, Rent, Across the Universe, all personal favorites of mine. I myself have been involved in several musicals in the past. Now, this film, as you might be able to hear, is very Broadway. You can really tell. It kind of reminded me of Cats at some points. It's just how it sounded. But this is a very dark piece. Phantom of the Opera, many would consider dark. I would say that this is considerably darker than Phantom ever was. It's not just the storyline of this film that makes it dark. It is the look, it's the feel, it's the clothes, it's the lighting. Excuse me, I just ate. Very funny I just said that, considering the storyline of this film. The storyline with Johnny Depp playing Mr. Sweeney Todd. As you can hear, he was a barber once. He had a wife and a young daughter. He was happy. They were beautiful, they were young. However, there was a judge who also wished to have Barker's wife. So, he took Mr. Barker out of the equation. He had him arrested, put under false charges. Well, 15 years later, he returns, comes back to merry old London. However, things have changed. Not only Barker has changed only in appearance but in name. He's changed his name to Sweeney Todd. He finds his old barber shop turned into a pie emporium, infested with dust, cockroaches, and a very beautiful yet hideous goth girl. She makes the worst pies in London, the absolute worst, using everything but meat. However, he plans revenge. He finds his old silver razors that he used back when he was a barber, and he reopens his shop. And he starts hacking his way through most of his clientele, leaving only a few alive to, well, either keep himself innocent because they might have people with them in the room, or to make a nice cover. It's nice to have a person or two walk out and say that they visited Mr. Sweeney Todd and had a very close shave. Well, Todd begins dumping the bodies, and his lovely assistants, played by Helena Bonham Carter. I can never pronounce the name, so please forgive me. I know that she has been in Burton films before. Well, she starts using the bodies in her pies. Yeah, I know, it's not the absolute most original idea for a film, but nonetheless, a very interesting one. The music is very Broadway-ish, but don't let that sway you from this film. This film, if you want blood, there will be blood, and lots of it. If you want great storytelling, it is here. If you want a great look, great art, it's all here. This is everything you could want in a very amazing, dramatic film. Now, for my rating. This film I give 9.5 pints of blood out of 10. What makes it miss that last 0.5, and as I'm sure you can hear it, is the very Broadway sound of it. I have seen and performed in several different musicals that sound exactly like this in terms of tone, how it's saying, and how the story is drawn out in the music. But it is still a very great film. I suggest everyone's seen it. I love it. My friends loved it. It will be available this Tuesday. Just buy it. Don't rent it, just buy it. It is well worth it. And if you don't like it, be you some poor fool who doesn't like Johnny Depp, Tim Burton, or good films, you can always give it to one of your more deserving friends who will love this film. Take care.